Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here in the great state of Maryland with our friends and colleagues and fellow members of the Maryland Association. Definitely a big thank you to Jackie Cooper, who's been an amazing part of putting all this production together. And we are going to get into the slides. So today's December 12th. We're presenting on behalf of the Maryland Blockchain Association with the Blockchain Legal Institute and the Legal Institute Foundation. Today we're going to look at some of our winners. And where's the slide skip here? Let me go to the next slide. Oh, there we go.
There you go. You got it.
Okay. More on the special thanks. Special thanks to Constellation Network. Amazing work that they did, providing their team and making their resources available to the hackers that were building on their tech. Big thanks to ICP and for Kyle for being here today with the Definity Foundation, and also Story. So those are the main technology partners of this year's Legal Tech Hackathon. Special thanks to Sid and Tanner, who are here today. You guys have been a wonderful part of this. Sid's done, if you were on the Discord or you participated in the Tech Talks, you might have met Sid. He was, as you can see, the Discord co-manager, and he reviewed personally a lot of the projects that were submitted, and it was a very, very helpful part of this. And Tanner as well, co-managing this production with us, also doing a great work behind the scenes and our legal support. And Tanner is going to be taking the bar soon. So our thoughts and our prayers are with our friend there. We also had hackathon ambassadors from multiple schools and multiple places around the world. So thanks to all of those as well. Dylan, if you're watching, brother, thank you. I know you're traveling, I think, for the holidays. Jackie, which school was done with Dartmouth? Yeah, so thank you for representing the work that we're doing at Dartmouth, brother. I'm just going to say Michael, right? Adeleke, Michael, and the Nigerian Blockchain Club. Thank you for coordinating the work that was done over there. The UMD Blockchain Club, which I think maybe Sid is a part of, or maybe the president of, I'm not sure. But grateful for that participation as well. And this is our agenda for the day. Let me see if I can move this little piece. Oops, that was down. There we go. Okay, so this journey started out, I guess, about a year ago. We ran the hackathon for quite a long time just because of the first one that we were doing, and we really wanted to give everyone around the world a chance to participate. We had 320 developers from lots of countries all over the world, which was an amazing opportunity to bring people together under the banner of legal technology. We hosted a video pitch day, which I think 15 projects participated in, and we've got those video pitches available somewhere. I'm not sure if they're on the foundation website or what, but if you were one of the people that participated in Video Pitch Day, we definitely have that covered, and we'd love to send it to you. Big thanks to our judges. We had multiple judges, and we'll get to the slides that kind of highlight all of them. But we had judges from technology, judges from communities, and a lot of lawyers who participated in judges because it's the Legal Tech Hackathon. So big thanks to those. The way that we ran the kind of the awards part of this operation was kind of separate projects into the first round and the second round, and those that made it through were kind of the cream of the crop. So we're definitely going to recognize everybody today, but in particular those developers that did an amazing job and made it to the first and second round. And then, yeah, we'll recognize the finalists here in a bit. Let's see, is it here? Okay. Here's the history. So June 25th, we launched on DoorHacks. DoorHacks is a partner for this as well, so thank you to DoorHacks. If you haven't used DoorHacks before, it's an interface that you host a hackathon on, and people kind of know how to use it. People from all around the world have been using it. And in fact, DoorHacks, the DoorHacks team was at ETH Denver, and I think that they're generally part of the production group that supports the ETH Denver Hackathon. So it's definitely a pleasure to work with them. In August, the Dartmouth Blockchain Club joined the initiative with the help of Dylan, like we said earlier. And then in July, we had the UMD Blockchain Club join. By September, we had 100 hackers in the program. We kind of kept the doors open to keep people joining. In October, we had the Nigerian Blockchain Club join. And in by November and December, when the event was really officially over, we had over 320 hackers. So great job, Jackie and the rest of the team, for getting that together. Wow. Speaking about visionaries, these are some of the visionaries that really helped make this possible. Benjamin Diggles, you may be watching from Colorado right now, or your team, and we appreciate you being a part of this vision and the making your team available, making the technology available to make the Legal Tech Hackathon a success. We're lucky to have Kyle here today as well. So Kyle, thank you for the work that y'all are doing at Definity and the Internet Computer. It's you also provided your team on the technical side. You provided really great bounties for the community. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed building on ICP this year. So really a pleasure to have you guys involved. And then we have the story blockchain, I think, story blockchain. Mm-hmm. And Jacob, maybe you're watching as well, brother. Thank you for the time that you put in to support the hackers. It was definitely a pleasure having Story involved because of their work around IP. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, let's see if we can get some of this off the screen.
Do that.
I want to make sure everybody's name is seen here. Okay, so these are the people that participated in the video pitch day, right? So they kind of went above and beyond. They submitted their projects and they made their teams available to pitch on a video, and we enjoyed seeing that. It was actually very inspiring, and some of the lawyers that were watching were really pretty intrigued by what y'all presented. So Open Arm with the team from Kenya, congratulations, and thanks for pitching. Cornerstone and the group from India. Split Safe from the United States, TPO from Indonesia, Park Pulse, very close here in Virginia, Hockey Chain from Kenya, Pure Burst from Nigeria, the RWA Pawn Shop, BIP and Florida, Proof Vault from Portugal, and Proofly from Egypt. Let's see here. These are all hyperlinks. If you click on them, they go through. Let's just keep going. Okay, so this is kind of the front interface of Door Hacks. And if you were one of the hackers, you remember this, you know what this looks like. So again, you see our sponsors and the $32,000 of hacker bounties that were available. Also, Cogent Law is mentioned here along with the Blockchain Legal Institute. This is what it looks like when projects have submitted their hacks to the front end of Door Hacks. So we have multiple screens of these. Here we have probably 20 something here, another 20 here. And I definitely don't have time to get into these, but if you're one of the hackers, congratulations for submitting. Even submitting is quite a challenge sometimes. So if you made it to that point, we want to recognize you as well. So this is where you'll see your icon and your team name. Same thing here. Congratulations to all of these groups. And one more congratulations to everyone here. Okay. We're moving pretty quick here. Is this just a written list? I thought this was.
So what this is that so what this is we had 91 projects submitted. These were the ones that made it through the first round, and we want to thank them, all of them who were part of the first round. So again, we had to then do a second round, and that's what the second round was. And so those also, they were going through deep scrutiny by our judges from ICP, Constellation, and Story. So we wanted to show the names because all of these individuals and the teams worked really hard over the months that they had submitted their projects. So
it's a good time to let you roll with it, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
The judges.
All right. So we also
Jackie Cooper, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we also had community judges, and these were individuals from around the world that actually wanted to support and contribute their knowledge and to do reviews. So you'll see that we had Clara Lynn, who's an attorney over in Europe. We had Richard Jackson, who's with the Oklahoma Attorney General's office. We had Anthony Howell from Bermuda. We had Bourne Collier from Bermuda as well. Ibrahim is one of the software engineers who helped out. And if you look at BLI.tools, he also just recently wrote an article about his experience, and it's now published on BLI. And then Allison Moffat also is another attorney that I work with in Cogent. We also had Larry Cameron, who is in the compliance security side, and he works with us on a variety of projects. And then Lawrence Hudson and Naja Bester are a part of Adlanum. So we definitely have a lot of blockchain clubs, including, as we said, CapTech Dartmouth, and University of Maryland. So we definitely wanted to thank everyone who participated. We had also different professors, Professor Tej Anand, definitely Dr. Butler, Dr. Hassan, and the others that have, kind of contributed throughout the last 6 months. So we want to thank you for that. So the community judges they were given 5 different questions to score from 1 to 5, the various projects. They looked at 57 projects. And of the 57 projects, they looked at how did they rate both for Constellation, ICP, Story, and Mixed. Some of the actual projects worked on 3 different chains. So that is very technical and complicated. And within the short amount of time that they were attempting to do this, we looked at various areas. And so we want to thank Ledger, Providence, Civic Ledger, and Safety Chain for being recognized on the Constellation side. On the Story side, we wanted to thank MyIP, Hackathon, Only, and LexLink. And then on the ICP, the community judges recognized Legal Trust, Park Plus, Cornerstone, and Inherit. So again, they looked at them and they rated them based upon the business side, the presentation, the use of the blockchain, and what they were doing on the GitHub, and the background of the teams. And then we had the multi-chain projects. We actually had 3 multi-chain projects: Will Wisher, Pureverse, and Helix. And as I said, that's really technical. And over the course of the time that they were doing this, it was very inspiring to see how they attempted to kind of integrate a cross-chain type of application. So we are now about to talk about the finalists. Okay, so I'm going to share a little bit about LexLink. LexLink actually is the Story finalist, and it solves digital IP licensing and proof, and it actually settles a buyer checkout on ICP. Let's see if I can do this. We can watch this will go to the YouTube. All right, it's only a short video, so we're going to watch what they presented.
Teams struggle to prove rights and provenance. Buyers can't tell if assets are clean, and compliance needs an auditable chain of custody. LexLink unifies Story protocol licensing, ICP, CK/BTC settlement, and Constellation evidence, so creators can monetize safely and buyers trust what they're licensing. Authentication uses internet identity. The server verifies the delegation and persists your principal and role in Convex. Open the IP registry page, paste the cover image and primary media URLs. Confirm the app auto-detects the media type as audio/MPEG, MP3, set license price to 0.001 BTC and royalty to 10%. Leave commercial use and derivatives allowed check. Click advanced metadata, then collapse without changes for this demo. Click register IP asset to complete, then click view on Story Scan or view in Story IP Explorer to verify the asset. Open the AI Studio page, enter the prompt, title, and description, set price to 0.001 BTC and royalty to 10%. Keep commercial use and derivatives allowed checked, then click generate and register. Here, the AI automatically generates the media and registers the IP asset based on your prompt, pins metadata to IPFS, and mirrors it in Convex. On the licenses page, select the IP to invoice. For this demonstration, I will select the recently generated AI IP. Each order derives a deterministic ICRC-1 sub-account for CKBTC escrow and saves a shareable payment link. After copying the shareable payment link from the licenses page, open it in another browser as a separate buyer using a different internet identity account. On the invoice page, authenticate, set a license wallet, and pay with CKBTC from the browser. The page auto-refreshes on ledger updates. Once funded, the verification timeline shows payment credited and completed and license token minted. Click View Contract to inspect contract details and View Token on Story Scan to see the PIL token. The Constellation evidence is anchored. Click Open Explorer to view the integration net, DAG Explorer, and view JSON payload to inspect the raw payload. In the audit log, the event is recorded with compliance score, attestation hash, and verifiable credential hash. Download the license archive and open the zip to inspect the generated files. Verification is complete. From the dashboard, open the My Licenses page from the sidebar to first see the saved license wallet captured at purchase. The My Licenses section lists each order with the order ID and license wallet, plus a license token link to the Story Protocol license page, a Constellation evidence link to the integration net transaction details, and a view receipt link to the Verify page showing the overview, settlement proof, evidence and artifacts, and the evidence payload. You can download the C2PA bundle and the verifiable credential JSON and open it to view the VC details for the purchase license. Back in the seller's browser session, open the licenses page to review pending invoices, automatic CKBTC finalization, and the chronological order history. On the report IP page, anyone can report misuse. Evidence is pinned to IPFS as a single bundle and submitted through Story's dispute module. After raising the dispute, the page shows the dispute ID, IP asset, evidence bundle, and transaction hash. Click the transaction hash to view the transaction details confirming the dispute was raised, and click the IP asset to open its page and see the dispute section showing it is raised with no counter evidence yet from the owner. Navigate as the IP owner to the case manager page, open the reported case, add counter evidence by entering a brief note and uploading an example file, submit it, then reopen the case and click the response transaction. Use View on Story to confirm the dispute number and counter evidence hash on the IP page, and View in UMA to jump to the UMA Oracle entry. On the compliance page, a searchable audit ledger lists principals, resource IDs, and payload JSON for registrations, invoices, settlements, and disputes. On the gallery page, browse registered media and attribution pulled live from Convex. Assets include previews, titles, and creator credits. On the marketplace page, listings highlight price and royalty splits with direct story links so buyers can initiate orders.
All right, so that is the winner for Story. And you should see now.
There we go. All
Yep.
right. So thank you for that. No, we're really impressed with the innovation of Proof Vault. Looking at how they've been using digital evidence and weaving that into their compliance and real-time auditing and what you see there on the screen. We're really impressed with how they put it together so quickly and like what they have to do here.
So would you like to explain a little bit more about what Proof Vault is?
Is there anybody from the Proof Vault team that would like to speak for themselves? I wasn't intimate with their code. I supported them through due diligence and helped with some of the reviews, but
So Proof Vault is a compliance dashboard, definitely real-time auditing and KYC. We do have an international group that is, from our hackers, so I'm not quite sure what time zone they're in.
Right.
But they won the RegTech prize for $3,000, so definitely congratulations on that. I will go to the next one. Next one. And the next one was Ledger Tech. Would you like to talk more about Ledger Tech?
Ledger Tech or Legal Tech?
Legal Tech. This is
Legal
the
Tech with their,
yeah.
Yeah, so this is one that we're seeing a lot of interest in, and automating the legal agreements, but then putting that information verifiable, tamper-proof on chain. It's kind of maybe innovative today, but I think in the future this is going to be the standard for everyone. So yeah, kudos to them for getting ahead of it, building in the automation of these legal agreements, but also getting into rights enforcement, immutability, and really using the blockchain for something that's really well suited for.
And I know that as an attorney, dealing with contract management is definitely can be time consuming. And so integrating something with the blockchain and the tech tools definitely will make it easier for attorneys around the world. So definitely congratulations on that.
If I could
Yeah.
on that, just expand a little bit further. Exactly. So some of the use cases for using blockchains like legal agreements that we're seeing come out, people can say, well, you could do it without that, right? And yes, you could, but having the decentralized, the trusted, the clear provenance of that data, as you build more on top of that, that's when you're going to get some amazing return on investment. So starting with that trusted data, the clear provenance, and being able to build quickly and not have to always go back and worry about the hygiene of the data. Do I own that data? Who owns that data? What's the licensing for that data, and so forth? So really starting with that and building these really innovative automation solutions for things like you mentioned that have historically been extremely time consuming is just, I think, a fantastic strategy.
Yep. All right. The next prize, what most impactful was My IP. Would you like to talk about that?
This one I'm not as familiar with. I'll be perfectly honest, but I love the idea of it. So I didn't actually dig into this one as much as I did the other ones. But using detection to enforcement in under 10 minutes is pretty amazing, and using this for transparency. That's one of the big tenets of blockchain. So yeah, good job to the team. I don't know if you have a little bit more you can share about them.
I also know that both with Story as well as with Constellation, you had more than one team member looking at everything. So, so from that perspective, there was a lot of behind the scenes work. We will, given time, what we'll do is that is anyone from the IP team on right now? No? Okay, so given time, we can always go back and share the videos. Okay, so
Cool. You want to just present each of them, or
so the first one is Park Plus.
Park Plus, right? Okay, yeah. So for best consumer-focused legal solution, the team at Definity Foundation has chosen Park Plus. So congratulations to them. I'll actually just read I'll let them say what Park Plus is. But it's intended to create a way to make city park planning community-driven and transparent. Aggregates public feedback and geospatial data on chain, helping cities vote and decide when to build or preserve parks through decentralized data-driven insights. I know talking with the team, a couple of things that they were really impressed with was, first of all, it's a very unique application. We haven't seen anyone who kind of approached this type of like civic governance. They have an interesting DAO framework for basically soliciting feedback from the community in order to help them guide decision making. That's a nice little, I guess, like cherry on top, did a little AI chat agent to help aggregate information. I know talking with the team, from a business perspective, it was, might be kind of hard to imagine how to monetize an app like this. However, from an implementation standpoint, it's so localized, it can be implemented at such a local level that the implementation should be easy to at least test out in a few key markets and try to get some adoption there. So congrats to the Park Plus team.
And they also were one of the ones that actually presented on our November 15th pitch day. And I do think actually they're local to the DMV. So yeah, and they're here.
Oh,
congrats.
Well done, guys.
All right, congrats, guys.
Afterwards.
Yeah, so we'll definitely take pictures. Congrats on that. So, is there anything that you wanted to share since you're local, about why you did this or, how the idea got generated? Yeah, you can come on up. You'll have to share screen because we, run and talk to everyone here.
Okay, hi guys, thank you for this opportunity to blockchain and ICP. So we came across this problem when we were in our place. We used to get these kind of emails telling that there is a transportation change in your area. So please sign in, take and give us the feedback on this so the transportation will be changed. And if some parts are demolished, they used to send us these mails again, physical mails. I feel that many people won't be signing it and giving it back, and many people don't even see these mails. That's when we understood, okay, these data should, when it comes to blockchain and make it transparent, it would look more good. So then we started graphing this idea and pushing it forward a solution where it should help both for the government and the people. So we built a geospatial data analysis tool where government can come and analyze the fields, and they can build 3D images using our platform. And also, if they want to remove a park and build a building or remove a road and reconstruct it, they can do all those analysis and push this change to the public. And every public member surrounding that area will get an email telling that this is the change we are proposing. Do you like it, or would you like to deny this? And all the analysis done will be on chain. Government can't cheat the public, so it's transparent. Similarly, each public will have a wallet address in the ICP blockchain. They can vote, going through all the transparent analysis government has done, and they can vote for changeover or deny it. And also, we wanted to bring public also into on-chain so they don't cheat by making more than one nodes in the blockchain. And also, we got a very good feedback from the panel telling that we can also add fundraiser feature, and also to bring the real estate data on chain. That looks like a new business idea. Since our idea is not so business, but we have business feature, which was given by some of the panel. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, guys. That's all we have.
Thank you. Congrats. All right. So, someone here who took to present as well. So the next one is Proofly, rather.
Proofly, I think actually. So this one for best B2B or legal system solution. They really are trying to tackle the employment verification. So how do you prove that you work for a certain person? It's important on both sides of that equation, for the consumer side or the employee side. It can be important for like getting a loan. On the business side, you may be, as part of the employment process or like recruiting process, you may want to verify that somebody works somewhere. And by using ICP, they've done it in a way that is tamper-proof and privacy compliant. Those are two things we do love at Dfinity, and areas that we think ICP really shines. So kudos to them. Again, another innovative idea, and one that there's a business framework that already kind of exists for it, so they could easily differentiate themselves from the current market landscape.
All right. Is there anyone here from that team? Okay. All right. We're going to go on to our that team. Okay. All right. We're going to go on to our other winner, and that is Tipio.
All right. Tipio was the winner for the best use of the Bitcoin integration. They built essentially a tipping platform, one in which users can, and from their demo, they specialized in or focused on content creators, could go in, create a user account, and then receive tips by using that user account. So at this point now, their audience is no longer having to copy paste, wallet addresses or stuff. They can say tip at Kyle this much, either CKBC, ICP. I think they had CKUSDC or CKUSDT as a stable point on there. So again, great implementation of our Bitcoin integration using CKBTC. And I think one of the feedback we would probably have if somebody from TIPIO is also think through how to open it up so that content platforms can easily use your service.
Is this TIPIO who's here right now?
Yeah.
Okay, can you unmute?
So thank you so much for ICP and Divinity Foundation. So I creating TPO because my friend wanna expose the transaction ID and the privacy.
Yeah, so really another use case for it is again that you can receive tips without having to reveal a lot of personal information. Right.
So congrats on that. And I know that as more individuals are using crypto, then this platform definitely will have an application for sure. So, all right. There we go. So again, thank you, Kyle, and thank you, Constellation, and thank you, Story for being part of this. I know that we have an award that we're going to be giving to the Capital Technology University for their support over the last year for both the hackathon as well as for being a partner within the Maryland Tech Council. So again, we appreciate everyone who's here. I'm going to go on to also some of the other special thanks. We want to thank Majority Whip Lewis and Delegate Bolapo and Senator Watson. They are actually helping us introduce legislation in the Maryland General Assembly, which is going to be involving different aspects of blockchain as well as cryptocurrency. And we're going to be looking at issues that I know are very close to some of our other partners stand with crypto, because we're going to be talking about staking. So again, that is something that we're going to be looking at in the next year. And then we also, if anyone is local and would like to come down to the Maryland General Assembly, we will definitely be going office to office to explain to them more about who our community is. And we definitely want to invite you to be part of that. And then we also would like to invite you to be part of our next series of hackathons. We're going to be doing a youth hackathon as well as a BLI legal tech hackathon the second year. It'll be virtual, but it'll also be in person because we're going to be doing a 1-week in-person conference in Maryland, July 13th through the 17th, and more details will be coming on that. So thank you for everyone who's participated. I know that those that are on, we are going to be sharing your stories on social. So with the winners, the stories are going to be shared, but even those who participated, many of you shared your stories with us, and we want to share more about what you're doing in the field. So we really, truly appreciate what you're doing. So we want to thank you. And again, but thank you, everyone. We're going to close the Zoom out. But again, stay in the Discord because we're going to be sharing messages for everyone who is in the Discord so that way we can keep your story and giving you more resources for the development of blockchain technology. So thank you, everyone, for being part of it and enjoy. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.